So I think we'll have to call this sort of patch 3.3b or something. So this is still the same patch that we had in patch 3, but I just wanted to demonstrate what happens when we change the clock, so the number of steps, whilst we're dividing the sequence from the facehugger. So I'll turn it up and well, let's go back to where we were in the first one. So stepping up through the ramp across multiple sequences. But if we change the clock sync, it sort of changes the number of, I guess, steps that we have in the ramp wave. So here at 2, we go through sort of 2 distinct states. At 1, we've got 1 state. At 2, we've got 2 states. At 3, we've got 3 states, and so on. And I think this is really interesting. So we're not changing the amount of time it takes to move through the number of available states. We're just changing the number of states. So again, as with everything on the facehugger, it sort of changes the way we're able to operate across timescales without changing the timescales themselves, if that makes sense. Obviously, we can change the timescales by changing the speed, but yeah, we're here not doing that. We're leaving the speed the same. So let's do both, changing the number of steps in the facehugger and changing the number of steps that we've got in the clock sync. I'm sorry, that's so, these are not musical pictures by any means, but let me crank the rate of this so you can hear what's going on, because it's quite interesting. So that's patch 3B. So it's dividing the sequence into a ramp wave that goes over multiple steps for it. I'm still calling it a ramp. I mean, you could run it through, I guess, a slew or something like that, or filter it to make it smoother if you wanted to. But yeah, by just in the way it runs there with those distinct states is actually quite interesting. I've just got that at full CV while we were doing that, but you could change sort of the distance between those steps by changing the CV amount. Yeah, and get some really interesting results. I mean, I guess you could mix that the with the pitch signal, with the output from the facehugger, and get sort of different stepping offsets for a sequence. I mean, you could, yeah. Anyway, so much to try. So, obviously, more to try here, absolutely. And, we'll keep going.